original zombie characters were assigned to a particular position. So if you wanted to play the Hulk or the Warrior, you would have to be in the leftmost position. You wore red. In Gauntlet 2, you could choose any of the 4 characters. It was just a matter of the color was in that position. So if you wanted to be a red character, you went to the left position. You could pick any character. You wanted to be a red elf.
But as far as the various strengths and weaknesses of each individual character, if you decided to play one character versus another, where you basically, I know in Dungeons & Dragons they try to make it so that there's weaknesses in one character, but there's strengths in other aspects, other attributes.
Yes, each of the characters was designed for specific strengths. The Hulk was intended to be just hand-to-hand combat. The Magician was for purely magic. The Elf was for speed. He was going to be able to run in, do something, and run out again, not get caught.
The Valkyrie was the most.
The Valkyrie was intended to be a balanced character.
I guess in theory, the way it was designed, from what I always saw, was if you had 4 players, you'd want to have each of the characters being represented, and then you'd position the players would then position themselves such that you'd let the warrior go first because he was very strong with the hand-to-hand combat, and then the elf or archer would, because he was fast, you'd want him to maybe go get the keys, go in there quickly, grab something, and come back. And then the wizard and magician, he could stand back, and when things got rough, he'd fire off his magic. So it was real strategic. And when you had 4 players, if you had one of each of them, in theory you had the best battle unit you could create.
But you had to develop certain strategies.
Definitely you had to understand what your strengths and weaknesses of each character were, and then you had to figure out where you were best positioned as a group to move forward and do the attacks.
Or you could just put more quarters in.
Yeah.
Which was okay with us.
But no, there was teams of kids who would develop their skills and play as a unit, and they would, as a group, see how far they could go on a single quarter, each of them.